Maddie, you make your way to the burrow.
Wait.
Alex lets you in immediately. Do you want to take... Hana, have you been sitting with Tiny Tim in your upper office the entire time? Just sitting there, waiting for Maddie to arrive?
Just staring at each other.
No, I would have left him there by himself.
Okay.
Did you go down to your secret office?
Yes, but I would have gone out to the front door and left. But there is a guard left in there with him. He's not alone.
Got it. Okay, cool.
I'm not that dumb.
Cool. All right. You were made known by Alex. Yoon is staying with Tiny Tim in your upper office. You're let know by Alex by Alex that Maddie has arrived. Maddie, you arrive at the burrow. They escort you down to the main club part.
I would actually meet you in the club part then, because I was probably
Okay.
down there, just overseeing cleanup and stuff like that.
They're doing a great job.
Oh, it's looking a lot better here. Okay. That was quick. You okay, though?
Yes, I have a question for you.
Oh, right to business then. Go ahead.
I mean, we could exchange pleasantries if you prefer.
I mean, I don't think it matters. It seems like you have something on your mind. What do you need?
Have you heard of, Tiny Tim?
Yes.
Correct?
Yes. Very kind. Very, very sweet boy.
And I'm going to pull out the pocket watch and show you the marking on the back,
Okay.
which matches.
Mm-hmm.
It has that inscription.
Same thing from
yeah.
like the bottle.
Yeah, it has the little deer inscription, and then
This is from his employer. And I'm going to hand it to you.
His employer. Interesting.
Yes, that he cannot talk about, that his lips are sealed. And I thought it was interesting and probably magical based, and I thought maybe call you.
He like holds up the watch, looks at
You're
it.
interested in something like that.
What do you need from Tiny Tim exactly? You want to know more about the Crooked Man, who I'm assuming this symbol is connected to, yeah?
It would be nice, but it's kind of curious that people can't talk about it.
Would I know
Their
if
lips
like there's
are
like
sealed.
lips are sealed? Is that what he said exactly?
Yes.
Do I need to do like a roll to find out if that's like a magical thing?
roll with mind.
Okay, because I feel Sade knows this. Look, Sade. That's spirit?
Mind.
Mind. Okay, so 11.
You've never heard of that kind of phrasing before, but there are magics where you can keep people from talking. Whether it's a memory block or it's just like a, discretionary. Think of it as a magical NDA.
Yeah, something to like block something,
Mhm.
whether it's to block to say something or block a memory.
Mhm.
There's a way to do that. It's easy. Just block memory, block the tongue, stop someone from saying something important. Go down the list.
I assumed as much. Just figured that since this was something that we would all probably be having to deal with sooner or later, that you would like to talk to him as well.
What exactly did you want to know about the Crooked Man from Tiny Tim?
Gathered quite a bit. Tiny Tim works for him, been doing odd jobs. Tiny Tim does for him what he does for everyone. Not really concerned about that, and it seems like Tiny Tim isn't in any real danger, which would be the shame here. He means well.
Of course. He needs to do what he needs to do.
He also won't take my money.
I mean, if he has some form of magical binding, then...
Which is curious. Which means other people are affected.
Yes. Other people could be affected. It's the smart decision to do if you are an underground organization and don't want to break silence. You get all your employers to not say anything.
Miss Hana, you hear over an earpiece. Tiny Tim is wanting to know if he can go now or not.
He really wants to leave. Would you mind speaking with him for a
Fine.
minute?
Before I do that, can I roll psychometry on this watch?
Please do. Roll with spirit.
Nine. And then
9.
that's spirit plus 2. So that's 11.
11. All right. Ask 3 questions. You know.
I know them. Let me just put them up. Ooh, what's the secrets or mysteries that this object is privy to?
Okay. Let's start with that one.
Okay, go ahead.
You hear a great and a lot of stuff. Tiny Tim has overheard business dealings that have been happening in the borough between customers. He has overheard business dealings in the Trip Trap while he was there drinking. He has overheard and seen Beauty going out on the town and drinking with her Mundi friends and just having the time of her life. Also ending the nights and crying for the past, couple of nights. Tiny Tim... You see Tiny Tim taking something from Vera's shop, a golden scroll with inscriptions on it, and handing it to somebody in a car clouded in smoke, a long black Cadillac. You see Tiny Tim cleaning up blood here in the office of Hana. You see Tiny Tim doing a great many things, odd jobs all over town. Helping out Flycatcher with stuff at the Woodland Apartments. Helping out at different businesses. Helping out at I Am the Eggman Diner as a dishwasher. And hearing about how I Am the Eggman Diner might go under if somebody doesn't step in and give them a loan. Things of that nature.
I found out a lot just from that one question. So I'm wondering if I should ask more questions.
The only thing that involves the Crooked Man directly, he never gets orders directly from him. It's always from somebody else. It's always phone calls or dead drops.
What is the history of this object before?
This object is a well-made watch. It was made and crafted with love and admiration that hopefully somebody would appreciate it, enjoy it, and somebody has for a long time. It belonged to a man who lost his family and lost everything. And he had to leave his home and start over in New York City. And hoping that nothing would ever happen to people he cared about ever again, he decided to make sure that he was in control, that he made sure that things happened to protect them, to protect those that he cared about. And then it was given to somebody out of love and admiration for a job well done, for many services rendered.
Can I say those are the only questions I need? I don't need the last one.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can refrain
Okay.
from... Yeah, I'll say in exchange, because you get 3 questions, I'll give you 1 forward on your next roll.
All right, cool. Thank you. So I'm holding the watch. I'm twisting it in between my hands. This belonged to him. He lost everything. Tiny Tim isn't directly associated with... Well, obviously he is, but doesn't get orders directly from the Crooked Man. Works for someone else. Never talk to him directly. I still will talk to him. But you have to do something for me.
And what might that be?
Can you give me as much information you know about one Amin Beg?
I can give you his file.
I would very much appreciate that. Thank you. That's all I need. And then talk to him. Give you everything you know about him. And I'm gonna start walking up.
After you?
Perfect.
I'll be right up. I'm gonna go grab that file.
Of course.
You knock on the door,
Mhm.
and Yoon opens up the door. It says, "Miss Maddie,"
Pleasure.
and shows the door, and you see Tiny Tim is sitting in a chair, and he has subconsciously started picking at the stuffing in the left side. He's very nervous and he's shaking. And he goes, "Oh, Miss Hana, can I please..." "Oh. Hi."
Hello.
I didn't do anything wrong.
I know you didn't do anything wrong.
Okay, so I should be able to leave then, right?
No. That was cute, though. The fact that you know how business works. You see everything. You're there for everything. You notice everything.
Yeah, and nobody notices me, and now that people are noticing me, I don't like it. So I would very much like to leave, please.
It's okay. I'm not gonna do anything. Well, I am gonna do something, but still, like, nothing to hurt you. Okay.
He grips the arms of the chair.
Can I let it out to reshape a magic spell on him? If this is what the binding for, like, the thing is for my lips are sealed thing.
Can I get there right as they do that?
Are you going upstairs into the office? You said you were going to grab the file.
I did.
Did you? Okay. Is there something specific you wanted to do? Because all I'm doing is gonna.
It's a move that she took.
If I'm there in the room, you get a +1 advance.
I
let it out.
see.
Everyone gets that now.
I'm
If I
gonna
let
say
them.
no.
That's I assumed you would say
Yeah.
no.
Storyteller says no.
Yeah.
It's okay. You're still in my web. You
Yes!
get a +1.
Yeah,
Hey.
+1.
Okay, so I'm gonna let it out,
Okay.
please. 9, 10, 11, 12. Because
12.
spirit.
Goodness
Do you need the
gracious me.
+1 for 13?
No, you made it 12.
Oh, hell
12.
yeah.
Yeah, you made it 12. Thank
When
you.
you let it out on a 12+, your powers or abilities manifest in unexpectedly useful ways. Mark corruption to make that manifestation a new ability.
How does it manifest? I would love to know how this manifests.
So you just get that as an ability.
Oh,
If
just
you mark corruption, you get that as an ability.
Yes. Corruption marked. Thank you.
Okay. How are you doing this? What are you doing?
So I'm leaning. I'm assuming he's like sitting in a chair or
Yes.
whatever. So like she's going to lean
Shaking.
forward. Don't worry. I am not going to hurt you. I am just going to unbind your tongue. And reaches forward and taps just under his chin to unbind the tongue.
He
very-
screams. He screams. And he says, I hate this. I hate it here. I hate this place. I hate being told to do things for you people, that you just toy with people all the time, whether it's you in this fucking club or out in the streets, whether it's a fucking club owner or a mayor or Ichabod Crane. You should all just be thrown in the ocean like car batteries. You play with people and you toy with us. There. Loose lips. What do you want to know?
Did that feel good getting all that off your chest?
I have way more stocked up, but I'm trying really hard to be polite right now.
You don't have to be polite with me.
Good. Fuck you.
Fuck you too.
Fuck you.
Fuck you too. We can do this all day. But in terms of the Crooked Man, where is he?
He'll kill me.
What can you tell me that won't get you killed? About him.
I've already told her everything, okay? I can't say anything. He does a lot of good, but he's capable of a lot of bad. Okay? You understand, okay?
There's nothing you can tell me more that will not get you killed.
What do you want to know? Where is he? I can't tell you. And that's the God honest truth. I don't know where he's at. I've
Who is
never.
in his pocket? How about that?
Fuck. Okay. The Tweedles. Mary.
Mary.
Bloody Variety. Don't say her name.
Oh, but definitely.
Fuck. Who is it? The Muffin Man took a loan from him. Let's see. He's trying to talk to Humpty to try to help him out with the diner. Some of the people on the 13th floor. I don't know who specifically.
Someone on the 13th floor.
Yeah.
Do you know anything? You say you don't know who, but do you have any?
He's got to get his glamours and his potions from someplace. Fuck. He wants to. I can't stop. He's get Georgie Porgies in his pocket.
Of course.
He just got into his pocket. He
just got there.
wants Hana in his pocket because she's really useful. But she keeps on railing against him, not working because she's in business for herself. And you know what? Maybe sometimes people should just work together. I don't know, maybe this whole fucking town would be much better if people just communicated and worked together, but no, it's not going to happen. He really, really does not like the Woodland Apartments and the whole business office. He thinks they're all a bunch of fucking bureaucrats that just step on the necks of other people to get their way up and climb the ladder of success. But I'm telling you something right now, there's nothing at the top of that ladder. It just topples and topples. I've seen it firsthand. And you know what? That guy was lucky enough that he had a change of heart.
She's going to like push her hand to his mouth.
I want to bite you.
You gotta pay for drinks first if you're gonna do something like that. But, bottom line, thank you. Is there anything that I can do to help you?
You can crawl back into whatever hole you came out of. You and the rest of them. Ungrateful. Spiteful. Just use the rest of us like toys, don't you?
Is that what you think of me? You barely have talked to me before.
I see things.
What things have you seen?
I see you lurking around in the shadows at night as a cat.
Mm-hmm.
Rubbing your fur, leaving your markings all over the territory, trying to collect things, accumulate them.
Mm-hmm.
If I had to say anything, you're just like the rest of them. You know what? More so, you're worse.
You're right. I am worse.
You want to know what else? I hope you find him. Because I'm really not going to pity what happens to you when you do.
Pity what happens to me? You clearly haven't been looking enough if you don't know who exactly I am. Tiny Tim. I'm not just a cat. That's cute. Real cute.
You don't know what you're dealing with, and it's okay.
Hmm.
Step in a mess. Me and the other people that you all walk around better than, we're not going to be there to clean it up. Can I go now?
Did you want me to bind your tongue again? Or is he going to do that again? Or is he going to kill you if he finds out that your tongue has been unbound?
Take a guess.
What would you like me to do to make sure that that doesn't happen?
Oh, a pittance. A bit of kindness.
She's going to lean forward, really close. Then you can get the fuck out. And I hope that you don't have anything broken at the end of the day when he finds out.
I'm already broken. And he hobbles out. And he lurches down the steps, and Hana, you're walking up with a folder on Amin, and he looks at you, and he says, I fucking quit.
You want your severance?
You can take that severance, and you can hold on to it, because you're going to need it if you keep on messing with shit that you don't understand. And he walks out the door.
Thank you for your concern.
You make your way up to the office. You have a folder in hand.
So anything good?
Well, he has a lot to say in general. Couldn't tell me much because he doesn't know much, but what he does know is that there's several people in his pocket. Bloody Mary, the Tweedles, loan to the Muffin Man, and Georgie's in his pocket recently.
Going to kill Georgie.
Do you often go for the jugular first? Because I know someone lost a tongue in here at some point recently.
Would you know that? You just
I saw
Tim
Tiny
wouldn't have
Tim's
seen.
vision.
He would have seen the cleaning
Oh,
up, but
the
he wouldn't have
cleanup.
seen the.
Just to clean up.
He
All
wouldn't
right.
have seen the actual
Recant
attack.
that. You did something pretty bloody in here recently that he had to clean up.
I hurt those who deserve it.
Right. But yes,
Bad people, bad things.
he's been through a lot and he's beyond spiteful. But that's all he had.
Okay, well, I tossed down Amin's file. This is Amin's work employment. I didn't really know much about him outside of this, honestly enough.
Still appreciated. Thank you.
We never got close.
If I were to open this file, what do I see? Storyteller.
Amin Beg, the story of Amin Beg about him and the ghoul, and about how he tricked the ghoul out of all of his holdings and his house, his money, as well as all of his like grain and rice stores. And he took a great many horses and mules and camels and drug it all back to his town, and he lived in wealth. Amin didn't really talk about. You wouldn't really tell Hana how you left your homelands, right? No. So you just know that he left. Something happened to him when he left, and he ended up here. He works for a very, very lucrative business firm that works with multiple different clients, manages their affairs and their images. It's kind of an all-in-one kind of. They have PR on staff. They've got managers on staff. They've got accountants. And he's maintained his. He came here with practically nothing, and he started as like essentially a busboy for Hana, and working other odd jobs, and then
Had bad attendance. Just did not do the greatest of jobs.
Yeah, and then and then he quit when he didn't need
There
a job
is
anymore.
no way that would have happened.
He's a hard.
Couldn't wipe a table down to save his life.
That's how Hana feels, but in canon, worked really hard. He just didn't work really long, and he just quit. He didn't give a 2 weeks notice or anything like that. Just quit, because then he got to where he needed to be with this job at this office.
Interesting. And she takes the file, closes it, puts it on her arm.
Big fan of stories. Big fan of literature and fiction and media.
That definitely ties to something else I know about him. Thank you.
Any reason I should be concerned?
No. I just need to know something about him. That's all.
Not in that file. He does visit Georgie's place quite often.
Do you know for... Well, I know why, but for who?
I'm sure we can figure that out. I haven't investigated that hard. I just...
It's a
He always
no.
parks right out front. It's easy to... Not hard to miss his car.
Got you.
Historically true.
Wonderful to know. Is there anything else that you need from me?
Anything you need from me.
You gave me what I needed.
Well then.
Thank you.
Tomorrow then.
I will be... well, one other thing, actually. I know enough about her to do something about it, but it has to do with Khadijah's ex.
Oh, right. How can I help with that?
Well, she might be at the docks with Klamushka, Rumpelstiltskin, by the way. Obviously, let Khadijah handle it, but make sure that... I might need to ask Khadijah about that, but there might be something tied to keeping her alive.
So don't kill the ex.
I mean, we could still kill her, and she'll just come back. Until we find out what keeps her alive. If that makes any sense. Something like a jar, a fractured jar, something like that.
You need a... So you're looking for a jar.
Yes. She might have it.
For a price, I could see if I can find it for you.
Of course. What wonderful price could I offer the great Hana?
We'll figure it out later.
I don't do
I'll
later
take a
favors.
debt. That's what I'm saying. I'll take a debt to call them later, and I'll put the word out for this item. Which, to remind you, I have the corruption move, so I get a +12 on putting the word out on an item.
Yeah, he's just gonna look at you. You're really good at just talking your way into. Fine, yes. I would appreciate that very much.
Don't worry, I'll make sure it's works out for both of us.
Of course. That's it.
And then have a good evening.
You too. And walks out.
A debt for a debt.
So yes, I'll take a debt on you. And yeah, as soon as Maddie walks out, I will instantly put the word out on this item.
Okay, 12 plus. Noted.
And this is how I win. That's what it's called. This is how I win.
I was about to say, okay, uncut jams.
No, this is how I win. I put the word out on something
I think that's where they got it
need.
from. I think that's where they got that move from. This is how I win from uncut gems. Anyways, time passes. Each of you receive a phone call from Bigby Wolf to meet at the business office. You have a destination, but there needs to be a plan in place. Buffkin, you're already there.
Phone call needed.
Do each of you show?
Yeah.
How are we all
Yes.
walking in?
Khadija has cut all her hair off.
Oh shit.
Oh,
That
shit.
rules.
Hey, Lynn, season 2 art, if we get it.
Just saying.
Just saying.
Now we have to get
A note.
Mhm.
Yeah. Khadija is in that all black gear that she's been dreaming about. She doesn't know why, but it feels like this is significant enough to don that black hoodie. I walk in.
Perfect. Who next?
Vera shows up. Just a sweater on. She's got her pack on her back, and then just like her little kind of like reusable bags that she carries with her.
Very green focused.
In the bag, we have the item I made earlier, which we can get out now if we want to.
Yeah, it's just Bigby's sitting at his desk. He's going over some things, so it's just you two in the office. Buffkin's floating around. If y'all want to go ahead and do
I
this
thought
quick little
Khadija
scene.
was here.
Yeah, Khadijah's here. Y'all too.
Yeah.
Okay,
I said
great.
y'all too. Yeah.
Great. Yeah, so I say, hello everyone. Khadija, I have something for you. And I pull a switchblade out of my bag.
Are you gonna stab me or
No, oh my god, no, not at all. No, like this is literally a gift for
Bigby
you.
looks up during that and hears the words gift and goes, oh, fuck. Just kidding.
It's like, it looks like a pretty normal switchblade, but when you get like the blade itself out, it's very clearly like got weird Norse runes all over it, and it has like this faint glow to it.
I take it and I kind of look at it and I look at the runes and I go, oh, this is that white people shit.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, cool.
So, essentially, it's Norse. They say it was Freya's sword or part of it before it ended up in my shop. But it can fight on its own, just in case things get hairy or just in the future. But I know that sometimes when you're fighting, your body sort of taps out, and so this would be in theory, you could get it out, and it would either defend your body or you kind of have a two-prong approach, but that way you're never completely vulnerable.
I smile and like oddly with this odd deafness, I just start kind of like swinging it around and like flipping it open, and I'm like, yeah, all right, Vera, you cool. I
Feels
appreciate that.
ancient.
I put it like in like there's a small pocket on the inside of my hoodie, and then I look at my hand because it's kind of tingly. Is that normal? My hand's supposed to feel like,
Is that normal?
Yeah, that's a very powerful weapon that she has in her hand.
Yeah, it's I mean it's like a really, I mean it's only part of the original sword. I don't have the whole thing, but it is powerful magic.
Freya. Yo, she was a bad bitch. I could get down with that. Thanks, Miss Vera.
Of course. Yeah, and then after that, I'm gonna go over game plan with Bigby Wolf.
Mm-hmm. Who
And
comes
I have
in
a
next?
role I can make.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I will come in after, but go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure we get the role.
Yeah.
Best laid plans. When you work out a plan with someone, and I believe we're doing our plan from last week.
Yeah.
Great. When you work out a plan with someone, roll mind. And I will just go ahead and do that before I read what it does. Oh, that's a 12.
Nice. On a
Okay.
10, on a 10 plus.
Hold 3. And the things I'm holding are I can add +1 to someone's roll. I can dismiss all harm from someone suffering a single attack. And I can ensure your people have the exact gear they need on hand. So I can deploy any of those at any point during the execution of our plan, regardless of how far I am from the plan of the situation. Also, I gave Khadija a gift. What is your circle, Khadija?
Knight.
Okay, dang.
Okay, cool. Then I get to mark Knight because anytime I give someone a gift from my workshop.
Yep. You get to mark
I
that
get to
off.
mark it. Yep.
Excellent.
All right, coming on in. Because I was also gonna bring gifts. I didn't realize that was gonna happen.
It's Christmas, baby.
So we'll grant it one gift. No, two. Oh, no, I'll say one gift. So I walk in, look around. It's like, oh, Khadija, hello. You shaved your.
Yeah, so I'm not Khadija. I mean, I am.
But you're not either.
Yeah.
We'll work on that. If you want to.
Do what you have to do, but when you're done,
Yeah.
Thanks for, not making me have to say it.
Of course. Gonna turn to Vera because does have something for Vera later. If we don't die. And then turns to Bigby Wolf and then pulls out from behind her a thing of like Marlboros. I don't know what his favorite
Huff and Puffs.
Huff and Puffs. Sorry, so shakes it for being such a good mayor
Appreciate
in these
it.
trying times.
Is this considered a bribe?
No. Why would you think that I was bribing you? Just smiles really sharp at that.
I'm in public office. I can't accept bribes.
This isn't a bribe.
Just a
Take
gift.
the goddamn cigarettes.
It's a present, Bigby.
I'm trying to be nice. Can I be nice?
I'll allow it.
Thank
He
you.
takes them and just starts packing them.
Is Buffkin here?
Buffkin.
Buffkin is, Buffkin's here.
Okay, so I kind of look at Maddie and I kind of just hold a finger up and then I look at Buffkin. I say, hey, Buffkin, I know that we haven't really gotten to talk, but I just want you to know that if I die, you cool. And I got a question for you.
I actually have one for you, as a matter of fact. So you first.
Okay, so what do you think is a good name for somebody?
It's happening.
Well, by the way, first of all, love the new hairdo.
Well, thanks. I like change. It's good.
He thinks for a while. Give me Give me a letter.
And then I look over to Maddie and I say, "What letter?"
L.
L. And then I look over to Vera and I go, "Give me a second letter."
E.
E. With those two.
All right. And he just goes to think as I buy myself one more time. And
That DM brain working.
no, always. Laura. But
Laura?
with an E-A. Leora.
Leora. I look like a Leora?
It's the thing. Does that really matter? It's really up to you.
How does it make you feel? That's the important thing.
Leora. That's white as shit. But I'll take it.
I don't know what that means, but
Leora. Lee for short.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have another name for you. Amana. I believe.
Amana.
Not for you, but for your former paramour, if I remember. Your name's not Shanti.
Do I know that name?
No.
Are you muted?
Nope.
Okay.
Just shake it.
I just shook my head and said nope.
Okay. Amana. Amana? Almana? Alpaca?
Elmana.
Amana. All right.
Last question. Was there anything of hers in your apartment that was jar-shaped, cracked, probably looked like it was like on the edge of falling apart?
Nah, like a spirit jar?
What? What's a spirit jar?
It's a jar that contains spirits?
Interesting.
So basically what happens is you can capture, it's enchanted. You can keep a spirit in there for however long. But if it gets broken, then they're let out.
Well, I will just tell you that until you find that item of hers, because she has a spirit jar somewhere, she won't die. She'll just keep coming back. But it'll feel damn good killing her if you wanted to.
Who comes in next?
before that happens, Miss, Liara.
Yeah. Yes, that's me.
It's okay. It'll take practice. It's actually not a question. It's more of a request.
Yeah, I got you.
Whatever happens after this, if this is all resolved and you still feel like your heart isn't full or ready to move forward, I want you to know that I know the feeling. And that if you need someone to talk to, that you can come to me.
All right, Buffkin. Same goes for you, man. So let's fucking get out of this shit alive, eh?
That's the plan.
There's a nice little Euro shop down there. Midalos's nephew. I mean, fuck Midas, right? Let's be honest, but the food's good. And his sister is cool. I like her. She really be knowing some shit.
I actually don't think I've had the pleasure, so maybe
Free
that's
food
a good
is a very delicious
reason for us to go.
Who comes in next?
By the way, that was an intimacy move.
That was an intimacy move.
That was an intimacy
Oh shit!
move.
Was the naming an intimacy move too?
No, so when you share a moment, a physical or emotional, a moment of intimacy, demand a promise from them. If they refuse or break the promise, then you leave.
Perfect. Yep. And
That's specifically naming, but just that
Buffkin is now.
conversation.
In
And
my web.
I'll say, instead of telling him a secret, you allowed him to name you. So Buffkin
Alright.
is now a part of your web.
Okay.
Cool with me, man.
So now timeout. Is Vera part of my web too? Because technically all of them had a hand in naming me.
Yeah, I guess I would say yeah. I'll
Okay.
allow it.
Gang, gang.
squad.
What?
Who comes in next? We don't have all night, please, one of you.
Right, I'll come in next.
This is coming at all.
Okay.
Oh shit. He's gonna blow up the building now that we're all in it.
Yep.
No, Hana would come in next.
Okay.
Welcome, Miss Anna.
How do you arrive? Do you arrive with your fiendish underlings in tow?
Yes,
Rolling,
Yes.
Rolling 3 deep?
all 4 of them.
All 4 of them? That's right?
Yeah.
We did get the name of the third one.
We never named the third one. I've never needed all 4. I've never had to roll in 4 underlings deep.
Fourth one's never told you his name. He doesn't talk. You don't know it.
Oh no. I just made a connection. Okay. Yeah. So the human bodyguards are protecting the club. The underlings are all with me. I have a long case on my back, dressed in just a normal black suit. Are we ready to go? Big B. I
Yeah.
need you to put the word out for me about something.
That is.
We found Maddie found
Yes.
out the name, the real name of Mushka.
Klamushka?
Yes, Klamushka.
Okay.
It's Rumple.
Nipped it in the bud, didn't ya?
I would like to ruin his life.
Let's see what we
So,
can do. We're just waiting on
Please spread the word. And I am using a corruption move that I just leveled up corruption to put Rumpelstiltskin on the shit list.
Perfect. You got
Anyone,
it.
until I say otherwise, anyone trying to advance, mislead, distract, or trick Rumpelstiltskin will have help. The entire wild circle now will be against Rumpelstiltskin.
Perfect.
Oh, that includes me.
Yeah. So we're good to go against him. And he has a -1 ongoing during each faction turn.
Perfect.
So Rumpelstiltskin is now on the shit list for all wild.
Perfect.
Ooh.
Big B says,
Does this affect my true artist move, where when I aid a circle that I've given craft to, which is the wild circle, because I gave the farm stuff,
yeah.
so then I get +1 to aiding?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Everyone's got like,
Load it up, load it up.
yo.
All my
took this
stuff
to go in-
comes from giving people presents.
All right. Amazing.
Baby
yeah.
says, we're just going to wait on the last one. And you'll hear a clopping of hooves. And in walks Colin the pig.
Oh, interesting. It seems like Colin is back from the farm. Looks back at Big B. I thought you said that he
Colin,
couldn't
is everything
come
all
back.
right with the
Fast.
Cheshire Cat? I heard things were kind of a mess up there. Is everything all right?
Yeah, he got taken care of. We got him collared. He's not causing any more problems anymore. Kind of sucks for him, but you know, Big B. How's
I know
it going?
I didn't feel great about it.
Everybody's got their job to do. What the fuck are you doing here, Colin? I am a I am a herald. Your name's
Harold,
Colin.
Mr. Cullen?
Yes, I am speaking in somebody's stead here.
Are you going to speak, or do we need to
Oh yeah,
get out of you?
he had me prepare something here.
You're really good at speaking, so I'm really surprised that you're just pausing like this.
Mr. Amin Beg is getting a head start on saving Fabletown. He's a man of action and doing what's best for Fabletown right when it needs to happen. And it doesn't involve murdering anyone.
Did Amin miss our plan? Our plan wasn't to murder anyone.
I'm just reading the script, lady.
I don't know about you, but that was
My plan wasn't
is
to- I looked at
okay, I
Bigby.
just wanted to be very clear.
I didn't want to murder anybody. I just want...
Now-
Us are going the optional route.
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
How does my fake news, how does that pertain here? Or, I mean,
When you weaken someone standing via false rumors, mark corruption to roll with heart instead of status. So you
Okay.
you'd have to roll to weaken someone standing.
all right, so I'm going to do that then.
That is technically a city move.
That's a city move?
Mm-hmm.
What?
So it has to be during when time passes.
Well, time did pass because we had to end up here, right?
Oh my goodness.
Could have done it last night. We didn't have any city moves last night.
You already
Somebody.
did that.
I wasn't
technically.
passing. We were actively in the time, guys. It wasn't
Actively in the
passing.
time.
Yeah, but then, like,
Then we went to sleep.
yeah, went to
We
sleep.
did so much stuff last night, guys.
Time passed.
There was a bedtime. We had to
Trying.
wake up.
Going
and
to
get
war, we
dinner.
had to get a good night's
I
sleep.
mean, I had to
It
cut
was
my
full 8
hair.
hours. Yeah.
Colin,
This is so
Yeah.
funny.
What is that?
do you know where Mr. Amin Beg is? Did he go to the docks or the harbor or wherever?
I have no idea. I just know the guy gave me a carton of smokes and a liter of whiskey, and I'm feeling like the best pig on the farm right now. Some
No, on the
pig,
farm.
huh?
But you're in the office, not on the farm.
Don't think about it. Hey, Bigby. Yeah? You gonna do something about me being here? I'm kind of busy at the moment, Colin. I figured. And you just see him walk over. He's got like a satchel like around his neck. And he just walks over to the corner and just sets down on his haunches. And
Like,
just
Maddie
starts
just-
drinking and like over by the mirror.
Maddie just
I-
points at like Colin, then points back at Bigby. Like, weren't you saying something about he's at the farm and there's no way for him to get back, and you were very certain that he
I
couldn't
need
come
you
back?
to stop reminding me of things that I said beforehand.
But it's just so much fun. Anyway, yes.
Look, we need to make this deal. We need to get him down here, get this apple tree, and just be done with this whole business, okay? I don't care what he does outside of Fabletown, but we've got a state of emergency. We can deal with him later, but that's the most important thing. And you hear a voice from the door of the Fabletown office that says, I would agree. And you see a man about 3 foot tall, 3.5 feet tall, wearing a purple suit with a purple vest and a white shirt, white collared shirt. Where's Masha, by the way, Maddie?
Oh, that's a good question.
Did you leave him in your apartment?
I left him in my apartment while I was running around.
Perfect.
Is this one of those things where I can just kind of call him mentally to come to
You
me?
can
or
call
do
him
I-
mentally, yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I would say
He
that
goes-
as it happens, doing that.
But you see this short man with wispy white hair that's been slicked back, with John Waters' thin mustache, a goatee, and standing amongst a bunch of those threadmen. Which I can now call, the threadbare men, which are all of his little underlings, standing in the doorway. He goes, I figured, why wait for them to come to me? I know you're all coming, so might as well just expedite the process.
Can we not do this like right here though? Can we just
I have
literally
no
anywhere
fucking-
else?
I have no
Conducting
means
business.
of bloodshed whatsoever. I'm here to make a deal. Is that
For sure.
amicable?
Perhaps.
What sort of deal?
Mr. Klamushka, it's my understanding the deal has already been made.
No. I had received no phone call. I came here of my own volition.
Where's Shanti?
You are the paramour. Miss Shanti is on some business for me. So, we should get down to business right now, shouldn't we? And we are going to cut to Amin. Amin, what are you doing?
I'm going to meet with the Crooked Man.
Perfect. Go ahead and roll me.
Guidance. No, I'm just kidding.
Roll me a hit the streets to get what you need. So you're going to roll in the night circle.
Okay. So it's an 8. Night circle. I don't have anything to plus to that.
8.
Yeah, it's 8.
Let me stop.
Oh, God.
Because Amin happens to be caught in my web still.
Oh, no.
How does this work? How many times can this be rolled against me? Jeez.
Good question.
It is a great question, so let me know.
Let me double check here real quick. You gain the following when dealing with them. That's it.
Guess it's whenever you do appropriate, huh? Amazing. That's wild.
So,
Does Amin owe you a debt still?
No, she owes me a debt.
I owe him. No, actually, we owe each other a debt.
For...
I owe him. I don't remember, but debts to collect. You're in my debts to collect.
Is it for working together?
I think
we
it
did quid
might
pro
be.
quo on
Yeah.
the working
But
together.
I think I had that before.
I had one for 4 on you for
Yes, for the feeding, and I think I
yes.
don't know. I don't
It's
remember.
it's
I'll have to go back.
Probably pre-game stuff. Okay, we'll call it. We'll call
Yeah.
it here. Okay, we'll call here. All right.
But he's still in my web until I collect on him.
Yes.
I'm not collecting on him.
Okay. What
Instead-
are you doing to him?
I'm just gonna get in the fucking way.
Oh, you're gonna get a minus. Okay, well, first
I have to roll.
you gotta roll.
What
So
do I
you-
roll?
You gotta roll
Blood?
Mortalis.
Mortalis. That is a 9.
On a 7 to 9, you expose yourself to danger, entanglement, or a cost.
What's the cost?
Amin's gonna know exactly who got in his way.
That's fine because
Oh,
I already
that's
have a failsafe.
Ooh, okay. All right. Amin,
Mm-hmm.
you've put out the word. You want a meeting with the
Mhm.
Crooked Man. Where are you waiting? Are you waiting for a phone call?
I mean, he's probably actually waiting in a place you would not expect him. He's waiting at Hana's place
The Burrow?
at the burrow.
I would get a report of this. Someone would call me and tell
You
me.
wouldn't hear it in the middle of all this Rumpelstiltskin shit.
That's true.
They
That's
were also
very
still
true.
closed.
I know.
You son of a bitch.
That's smart.
That's smart. Amin still knows people. I'm gonna let it ride. I'm gonna let it ride.
Love it.
I love this.
It's the finale.
I love
Let's go.
this.
Let's
fuck
go.
it. It's the finale.
Let's
Let's
go.
fucking roll with it.
Yeah.
It just makes it
It's
juicier
awesome.
if we ever
Well
come back to
played.
this
I
game.
would like to teleport to my establishment right now, please.
You don't know that he's there, okay?
Of course.
You're in this business, okay?
You're in this situation.
Okay. So you're sitting there in this empty club. Do you have a drink in your hand?
Of course, I went behind the bar because I know how to get in.
Yeah.
Amin
okay.
would know how to sneak in.
Amin knows how to sneak into
Come
him.
on.
Okay, so you've got yourself a drink in your hand, and you hear the doors open, and 3 footsteps walk down.
I just start pouring a second drink.
You see the 2 Tweedles walk through. One of them's limping, looking fucked up. The other one is looking better. And then you see a woman with short hair, red trim on it, black leather jacket, black tank top, leather pants, and heeled boots. Well, well, well.
Tweedles. Miss.
You can call me Mary.
Ah, of course.
Little birdies have been floating around saying that you're looking to meet with a crooked man?
Indeed, I am.
Pardon me if I cut to the chase here, but why?
You ever take a bite of a big, juicy apple? You know it's perfect before you even taste it.
Maybe once. A
That's
heart's
what
kind of like that,
Fabletown
right?
is right now. I wouldn't know.
Should try it sometime.
I'll take your word for it. Drinks, boys?
Oh, don't mind if I do. And the other one says, yeah, sure, whatever.
Miss Mary?
I don't drink.
I had a feeling.
So you had us come to this bar, which we delivered a message to, while the owner's out and it's closed, to meet with the Crooked Man. And you're saying that Fabletown is like a big juicy apple.
Yeah. And I figured the Crooked Man might want to take a bite. I mean, if someone as low as Rumpelstiltskin is the person that is trying to make moves, I'm sure the Crooked Man has more power than that.
Klamushka or Rumpelstiltskin or whatever the hell he's calling himself nowadays is a fly in our pudding. But, like all flies, you just squish him between your fingers, throw him in the trash. He'll be
I'm
dead.
trying to avoid being thrown in the trash.
That's very smart, Mr. Beck. I heard that you had a run-in with Georgie Porgy of the Puddin' and Pie.
Indeed, I did.
You know what, Mr. Beck? This is very smart of you to come to us like this. We're making moves, connections. We're taking care of this town. And somebody like you would be very useful in our circle.
How do you feel about the adversary?
Me?
You.
I couldn't care either way. These two, and they both say, fuck him.
I want to see that fucker burn. I want to destroy everything that he has ever held, everything that he holds dear, and I will do anything to make it happen. You understand me? Anything.
Roll to persuade an NPC with disadvantage.
That is a 9.
A 9. You and my employer have a very common goal.
I suspected as much.
If you want to meet him, and you want to better Fabletown, you're going to have to do something for us, though. Is that okay
Sure.
with you? She reaches into her jacket pocket and produces a gold chain. It's thin, Cuban link. Puts it on the bar. Says, put that on.
That's a bit of a jump for me.
All right, then. Have a great evening, Mr. Begg. And goes ahead and grabs the chain, puts it in her pocket. Turns around. Boys, I haven't finished a point yet. He goes,
What does the chain do?
it makes sure that you don't spill the Crooked Man's secrets all over Fabletown.
Why would I do that?
Because I know you, Mr. Begg. I don't know you. This is our first time meeting. But I know of you. I know you like to keep a tape recorder around, you like to talk to people, and you're very into stories. My employer likes to keep tabs on a lot of people.
Stories. That's what you're worried about.
Mm-hmm.
Fan-fucking-tastic. That's what you're worried about.
We prefer to
Do
work
you know
in
what
shadows.
Do you know what the stories I write are about?
No.
Exactly. You want to know why no one knows what the stories I write are about?
I'm sure you're gonna tell me anyways.
None of them are real.
Okay.
Also, why would I open myself up to whatever might be happening by, well, someone as powerful as the Crooked Man? Do you think I need to have my lips sealed when someone could just... Miss Mary, are you wearing one of these?
She moves the tank top aside. She's got an amulet on. Red glass. Drops it.
That's good for you. You know what those mean? You're not the one to be trusted.
I'm who he sent.
I know. So we can have this discussion between me and you, where I don't know anything, or we can take this up to your boss, and the boss can see what I have on the table.
Roll persuade an NPC at disadvantage.
Why you keep doing this to me, Wes? Side disadvantages. That is an 8.
If you really want to do that, Mr. Beck, and you don't want to put this thing on, then it's not going to be the easy way. It's going to be the hard way.
I've lost everything once.
So is that an agreement to the hard way?
Do what you gotta do. Takes a shot.
And immediately a black bag goes over
I know
your
what's
head.
coming.
Black bag goes over your head. They're a little rough with you. You're going to take a hard.
Eh.
Yeah, they're a little rough with you. We're going to cut back to the office. Klamushka, or Rumpelstiltskin, is standing there. His eyes are up. So are we going to make an agreement, a negotiation? I hear there's an apple tree that you're looking for.
Do you have it?
Indeed.
Can we see it?
And somebody hands him a mirror, and he goes, I hear you have one of your own. I had one made custom. And it's a pocket mirror. A handheld mirror, like one of those that you hold at a vanity. And he taps it a couple times. I don't have to do rhymes with mine, though. And turns it around. And you see there is a U-Haul van, or truck, out in the front of the building. Ready to be delivered.
Just because you have a truck outside doesn't mean that you have what we need in there, right?
Taps the
And
mirror.
then I look at everybody, right?
Taps the mirror, and he looks at another one of his guys and goes, I told you they would do this. And guy pulls out a cell phone, goes, go ahead and open it up. Holds out the mirror, and it's from a different perspective, and you see another one of those threadbare men step out of the truck, open it up, and you see a small apple tree sitting there. It's got the wrapping around it and everything on the bottom to keep the soil in and everything. There's a water dish at the bottom.
Have one of your men eat the apple.
Cell phone. Go ahead and take a bite. And then in Russian. Now. You see on the mirror, he holds up the mirror. He's like talking, holding up the mirror. Guy looks defeated and dejected. Grabs an apple. shrugs, takes a bite. It's like, oh. Takes another bite. It's really good. And then just passes out. Sufficient for you. Evidence, yes.
When the perspective changes, do I get to be on the location?
Yeah, it's right in front of Fable. Yeah, it's right in front of
Oh.
Woodland Apartments.
Question. Can I be stealthy and dip out of their sight for a second?
Ooh.
Or do they all see us? So there's no way to dip out.
Y'all walked into a room and they're kind of seeing you, so it's gonna be tough. I'm gonna have you roll like a stealth, like a mislead, distract, or trick at disadvantage. Yeah.
Can I
But
ask
don't we
for-
get advantage on tricking
muted,
them, so just do
April.
a straight up roll? Or get +1?
+1 on tricking them. Hana,
Are we in a hostile situation?
it's a tense situation.
Night.
It's not hostile. It's tense.
Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet.
Hold
We're not
on
there
to
yet.
it. Good impulse. Good
I
impulse.
know you really
Hey,
want to do
impulse.
it. You can
Yeah.
do it.
It's true.
I
I'm gonna-
could just leave by infiltrating the van, which would be a hostile situation.
It would then make it a hostile situation. Yes.
All right. Can I mentally message Khadija because we still have that connection?
Yeah, you still have the connection.
Distract them is what she is gonna say to Khadija to throw attention in one direction. And hopefully I can dip out. So I don't know if that is an added advantage of some sort, but
We will see. We will see.
I kind of just look at Klamushka and I say, "Hey yo, wait, whoa. Time out. Where'd you get that shirt from? Like that shit's fire."
I need you to roll Linda hand. Roll it on the power circle.
Okay, and then can I actually add the +1 that I've been holding from feeding?
Yes.
All right, cool.
all right. So what is that? So that's I roll at a disadvantage.
You roll a disadvantage, but you
With
have
a +1.
You have a +1, and you also have another +1.
and I have
Okay,
another +1.
so that is a 9.
A 9?
So 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
But-
So
so
this is
5
the
plus-
Linda hand. So this is going to expose yourself to danger, entanglement, or cost.
Ooh.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, you get a +1.
All right. So got a 7 total because of the disadvantage. +1 +1. So that's a 9. Is there another one?
A
in there?
9. A 9.
Okay. So yeah.
All right. On a 7 to 9, to mislead, distract, or trick, you pick 2. You create an opportunity. You expose a weakness or flaw. You confuse them for some time. You avoid further entanglement.
Avoid further entanglement.
Mm-hmm.
And what was the third one? Sorry.
You confuse them for some time.
There's another one. Hold on one second. Oof.
Avoid further entanglement. I'm going to say create an opportunity. Is probably
I would say create an opportunity since that's
Yeah.
what this is. But
Okay.
alright, cool.
Yeah, you slip off. Klamushka looks at you, Khadija. It's custom made. Also, do not try any tricksies on me.
I'm just asking a question. You could ask them. I'm a very simple-minded
If there's
individual.
some tricksies that to be had, the van goes. I walk, van explodes. That's another part I didn't tell you. It's rigged with explosives.
Okay, cool. I'm genuinely just asking about your shirt. I may not like you, sir, but I like your attire, okay?
I appreciate that. I like yours as well. It's very punk.
Punk?
Excuse me, 1 second.
Mr. Klamushka,
Yes.
Buffkin, go ahead.
Buffkin, Deputy Mayor. Pleasure to meet you in the flesh.
I wish I could say otherwise. So look, you mentioned explosives. How large are we talking here? City block?
I mean, it's going to cause significant damage to the front of multiple buildings and exactly exploding and eviscerating this tree from sight. I hope you have a lot of people in love with those that are asleep in your basement. Oh. I shouldn't have dealt that hand too early.
What, you're saying you destroy the
Mr.
tree and what, they never wake up? Is that the play?
Yeah.
Obviously, we would love to get this back, the tree back, and of course you're interested in purchasing the woodland apartment. There are, however, and I go through my bag, and Vera, I'm going to pack rat.
Okay.
and I'm going to mark a corruption
Okay.
so that I can get the gear that we need for the situation. And the
Okay.
gear that we need for the situation is decades upon decades of permitting, historic building licenses, and
God
as
damn.
much bureaucratic minutia as I could find in like historic stuff like that just stuff that ends up in the shop of like these old like New York City like legal agreements. And I am going to start
I've seen Ghostbusters.
Exactly, you get it. So I just start pulling these out and actually have him take a seat, and I'll actually have him sit in Ichabod Crane's chair,
Okay.
and I am going to just start the most boring explanation of like, and sign here, and that's what this is. And none of this is necessarily legally binding, but it is all legit paperwork that I have gotten together.
Get him in the chair. I'm going to need you to roll to persuade an NPC.
Okay.
Can I assist?
With a +1 because you are in my web.
Okay, so I think I get a lot of +1s to this, but Buffkin, are you assisting? You do not
I'm assisting.
have
Roll to lend a hand,
Okay.
Buffkin.
So I'm actually going to say, I have some news for you, actually. And this is all still open, everything's on the table. But what you need to know is that your paperwork was destroyed
Oh.
completely
Oh.
by me. And I'm not sorry about it. Because, quite frankly, the folks of the Woodlands Apartments are not interested in being their place being owned by you. However, considering the situation, I'm happy to help co-sign this, which he is happy to. However, he is using mislead, distractor, trick, and he would essentially be like fake signing and.
Are you? So what are you rolling? Are you rolling
to
lend
lead a hand or to mislead,
or
distract, or trick?
distract or trick? I get help from Khadija, so if you want to do.
Oh, I guess I'll roll on my own. Yeah. Why not?
Okay, I get a 10.
Okay.
I also get a 10.
Okay. What do you want to do with your
Buffkin
mislead,
and
distract, or
Vera.
trick?
I want to enchant the paperwork to once again in several hours just.
You want to create an opportunity. Okay. You can also expose a weakness or flaw, confuse them for some time. You avoid further entanglement.
Yeah, I want him to think that he owns it, and he doesn't.
Okay.
Confused for some time. That
Okay. All right.
It essentially delays the inevitable, but it just buys us time.
He goes,
in his head.
Oh, perfect. Yes, let's start filling out paperwork. Very good.
Absolutely.
He goes and he sits down in Ichabod's chair and he goes, comfy. I like this.
I think he even goes as far as to say, like, yeah, well played by you. Bombs.
And while that's happening, like, I'm talking to Maddie and letting Maddie know that it is rigged with explosives.
Okay.
Maddie, Hana,
Well-
what are y'all doing in this situation?
I want to know what Hana's doing first.
I would like to. I'm gonna let it out and infiltrate the van.
Okay.
That's what I was gonna do. I was gonna go invisible and go to the van.
Okay. Go ahead and roll spirit to let it out, Hana.
5 advance.
Okay.
I got double advances on it.
Okay, so corruption or complication?
corruption.
Okay.
we can't have a season 2 because we're not gonna like Wes gets Hana if we do a season 2. There's no way this is sustainable.
Yeah, I know, right?
So,
I have plans. Don't worry.
So, he sits down. Hana, just pop out. He doesn't notice Hit You're Gone. His guards do. And they start kind of spreading amongst the business office, trying to look and see where she's going. He's sign here, do this here, perfect, all this stuff like that.
I've got like the notary stamp
they-
out.
Mhm.
They would notice that on a 10 plus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's a
What's the limit?
Okay, well, that's teleporting to your establishment from any
No,
distance.
I want to infiltrate a hostile
area by appearing unworthy of concern. Oh, okay. Never mind that. Yeah.
So I just walk out and no one.
Nobody notices. Yeah.
No one notices that I'm.
They're kind of distracted with your guards. Maddie, what are you doing?
So I was gonna channel and go invisible.
Go ahead
I was
and roll
gonna
your
make my way
channel.
go to downstairs. Alright, so spirit is a 8.
8.
Wait, +1, right? I can use
Plus
+1
one. Yep.
from Khadija.
Yep.
All right, so 9, but
9. Hold 3 and choose 1 from the list below. Take -1 on going until you rest, suffer 1 harm, or mark corruption.
I am going to suffer 1 harm.
Okay. Suffer 1 harm. Are you at faint or serious now?
Serious. I just hit serious.
Got it.
I'll be fine. Don't worry. Don't even trip. It's
What are
okay.
you doing with your channeling?
I'm going to go invisible.
Got it.
So
Veil.
veil. And I am going to also. I don't know how many times I have to teleport to get there to make my way downstairs, but like I'm gonna try to speed it up by teleporting as often as possible.
I'm going to say it's going to take your next 2 holds to teleport to the bottom floor.
I'll use both of those to teleport to the bottom.
Bottom floor. Grimble is asleep at his desk. And you're on the bottom floor.
You left him.
Alright. I'm going to, while veiling, go up to that because all I need is bark. That is all I need. So I'm trying to get into there to get enough
All right.
bark.
Hana, you're in the van. Maddie, you're sneaking towards the van invisible.
I'm in the van.
Yeah.
I'm in the van.
You know what I'm gonna do next.
We'll see what you do next here in a little bit. He's signing the papers and he goes, "You're very admirable, Miss Vera. Do you know
Thank you
who
very much,
owns
sir.
the building that you dwell in?"
That I dwell in? I guess I would. Who
Yeah, you
is
lease.
it, though?
You lease.
Yeah. Who's my landlord?
It's a Mr. Patushkin. Kindly old man.
Have I met? Yeah, Mr. Patu. He's just a nice fellow.
Mr. Patushkin. Very nice fellow. Lot of debts. Landlording takes a lot out of you, you know. Some say it's a full-time job.
You know, I hadn't heard that before, actually.
Yes. Mr.
I,
Patushkin sold your building a few days ago. And you have a new landlord. Did you know that?
No, they did not get the notice to me that that was the case.
I might have delayed it a little bit.
So I'm guessing you're my new landlord then.
Indeed. Something to think about. Anyways,
Certainly is.
I'll sign these papers, but that's not the deal I want to negotiate for the tree.
That was for the tree.
You said it was for the tree.
I did. Otherwise, I would not be signing these papers.
I thought you were just being generous. I never shook a hand.
That's what we're about to do right now.
I want something else.
Say
Like
what it is
what?
then. Stop wasting our time.
Oh, I thought you were going to ask. Yeah, okay, I'm so glad you asked.
There was a comma there.
There's a sword I'm looking for.
What?
With like a snake on it.
Oh, no. That one was stolen from me. Put aside that plan. Something else was stolen from me as well. Taken out from under my nose. So I've moved on to bigger and better things. There's a sword here in this office.
Really? Because I cleaned up the office,
Many
and there isn't a sword
in
here.
the office?
You don't know there's not a sword here?
I would argue Buffkin knows that there's not a sword here because he cleaned the whole fucking place up.
You do know there's a sword here, Buffkin.
I
Sword here.
look.
There's a sword here, Buffkin.
Oh,
I look
cool.
very quietly. I kind of look to my pocket, and then I'm like, who's got swords in a fucking business office? Who fucking does that?
Are you familiar with the...
To be fair, I'm wearing one, and so is Vera. But
Are you familiar with the legend
Blow
of
up
King
my
Arthur?
spot.
I know she
Yes.
is.
Yes, I am.
What are you, Buffkin?
I've read a book or two.
There's a sword that your old King Cole has gotten his hands on that is very important, very specific. I'll say, if you go ahead and grab Excalibur for me right now, we'll forget this whole buying a building mess.
I'm sorry?
Seriously?
Indeed.
Excalibur's in the bottom of a lake, sir. It's not in Fabletown.
An Excalibur is probably at the bottom of a lake. The Excalibur? Who's to say?
No, I am to say the Excalibur is in the bottom of a lake, sir, because I put it there.
Well, it seems like that's clearly off the table. So what's next?
That is my terms.
You know, I really fucking hate you. I'm gonna be very honest.
I get that.
I don't fucking like your face. I like your style, but you fuck with Shanti. I don't trust Shanti. I don't trust you. You are a shady little mouth-breathing fuck.
Thank you.
What is Bigby Wolf's expression right now?
Bigby is
Question.
slack-jawed and like shock and awed and is gripping the mayor's desk.
Because I'm not looking at anybody else but acting Mayor Bigby Wolf right now.
He looks at you and his eyes go downcast.
Yo, y'all some shady. Big B, you.
There's certain
Big B.
things that you're not allowed to tell people.
Motherfucker. You think this is kind of important? You had us doing your fucking bidding and you think that you can't tell us this shit? No. You see, that's Big B.
When did you deserve to know every single business that comes in and out of this office?
I get into Big B's face and I say, when you decided that you needed our help, not the other fucking way around. Don't get that shit twisted.
As acting mayor of Fabletown, I have certain
As acting mayor or fucking whatever. Acting fucking mayor.
Are you done?
Are you?
Not even close.
Same. We could do this shit all night, Big B. I got you. Let's fucking go. Toe to toe.
Right now.
Right fucking now.
And you see he's like gripping his claws into
This
the
is
desk.
not solving any of our problems as much as I have some choice questions for you, Mr. Wolf.
Let them fight.
This is doing the same thing. It's weird.
It's exactly.
You know what? Did I fulfill his debt, by the way?
I mean,
I did.
Yeah, you did.
Technically, I did.
Yeah, you did.
You
You
did.
absolutely
Yeah, you
did.
filled his debt.
He's still in my web, though.
He is. You could. Well, I mean, you fulfilled his debt, so he's no longer in your web.
Oh, fuck me in the butthole.
Yep.
All right. Dang. Okay, there goes that
Um,
plan.
The terms you're asking for are a non-starter, Mr. Klamushka. So do you have a counteroffer?
That was the count. I mean, sure.
No, that was
counteroffer.
definitely
That
not
was
the
the first
counteroffer. That's
offer.
not how that shit works.
Fine, you people. Wait.
Hey, what do you mean, you people?
What do you mean,
Yeah,
you
that's-
people?
The f-
I'm a fucking monkey, and this is annoying the shit out of me. But here's what I want to do. Aside of all of this, because I'm getting upset.
I'm getting upset as well.
I'm already
Let's just-
upset.
So let's do something different.
Same.
Let's do it the old way.
I know, Hana, Maddie, I know.
Let's do it the old way then, if that's the case.
All right.
Me versus you. I already have my sword. You pick your weapon.
Okay. Excalibur.
That's not on the table.
Have to know that's not on the table.
All right then. Sits back. We're gonna cut back to Hana and Maddie. Hana, Maddie, you're creeping up to the truck. The door is open.
Mm-hmm.
Hana, what are you doing? What is Maddie gonna see you doing?
I am going to grab the tree.
Okay.
How big is it? It's not a big tree. It's in a pot. It's got to be in a pot. I moved it into the city. I know how big this tree is.
It's a medium-sized. It's grown. I mean, you moved into the city. It's grown. It's a medium-sized tree.
Yeah,
It's grown enough to have apples coming off of it.
Is it in a pot?
It is wrapped in, like, when they keep soil around a tree, like the arborer has put it, and it is contained in a
Cool.
burlap sack in a water dish.
Oh, it's in a sack. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm going to grab hold of it,
Okay.
and I'm going to teleport to my establishment, to the secret safe room, and I now have the tree. It's mine.
Roll it
Incredible.
out.
I'm going to let it
Roll
out.
Let it out. Roll it out.
I'm going to let it out. I'm going to let it out, which, by the way, I can't fail a little out. But let's just see if I can get this a plus 12. That's a 7,
Linkin
8,
Park, right?
9. Advance, so that means it's a plus 12.
You get to have that ability now.
It's yours. now.
So the tree is now in my secret magical
You
warden
and the
room
tree
that
now in your
no one can
secret
get
magical
into.
room. Just as an aside, you all see Hana's men look up, and they start walking towards the door.
That's a pretty good visual indicator. I think I would probably pick up on that.
He goes, "Where the fuck are they going?"
We have no idea.
You're not the only business that the business office does on a daily basis here, sir.
I'm feeling this conversation is quickly becoming a confrontation.
Oh no, it was. It's when I challenged you to a fucking duel, man.
Maddie, you see Hana grab the tree
Yes.
and disappear and teleport out of the truck.
So I was like, the fuck? First of all, it's like, well, I mean, got game. It's done. It's fine. No,
Well,
it's,
yeah, Maddie, you were invisible, right?
I was invisible
I would
walking
not have
up.
seen. I would not have seen you come.
I know
up.
you wouldn't have. Like,
Okay.
no, you're
I was
fine.
just
Don't even
checking.
So I was like, what the fuck? Okay, I mean, it's like I know Hana has it. That's the thing. So like, okay.
Hana has it, yeah.
So I was like, cool. Then I'm gonna tell Khadija. It's like Hana got the tree.
Mm.
So if you want to go all out, you can. I am going to do the same thing. And then what she's going to do, because I know Rumpelstiltskin's actual name. And that's all I needed. So I'm going to use my corruption move called Upon a Pale Horse.
Okay, can you read that for the class, please?
Corruption. Mark corruption, 1 for 1. And speak the true name of a character in the scene to inflict up to 3 harm on them. You may only target a character with this power once per session. So can I describe what this looks like from where I am?
Please do it.
Okay, so when that happens, so my move, I love to crush hearts. I like to aim for the core of people. That's my thing. So she's going to like draw in dark energy at the tips of her fingers. And then she's going to call out, and Khadija can hear this. It sounds resounding. And she's going to say, Rumpelstiltskin. And she's going to crush her hand.
You all,
And-
you
Go
all
ahead, go.
see him. He's talking. He's like, you challenged me to duel. I'm not accepting. We're not in archaic times. It is the 1980.
You okay? And I grab
He
his
looks
shoulder.
fine.
I grab his shoulder, and I'm gonna use a fairy power called Bedlam,
Yeah.
which you can touch a target and place him in a specific emotional state in
Okay.
the scene. I'm going to make him feel the despair that I felt when I lost my family.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
And on top of that, I am actually going to try to feed on him.
Oh god.
Oh my God.
Specifically, his emotions.
Okay.
That's a fucking 1-2 punch.
Okay. So things happen. Go ahead, Bumpkin. Are you choosing to suffer 1 harm, mark corruption, or give your monarch a debt?
I'm marking corruption.
Got it. I need. Okay, so you're going to do Bedlam. So you.
Yeah, that's a new one.
Yep. Okay. He's staring directly at you, and tears start welling up in his eyes, and he's angry and scared and afraid, and he's calling out. He goes, "What? What?"
I've been here.
Khadija, please roll blood to feed on him.
That would be a 13. my friend.
Holy shit.
Fucking Christ.
Oh,
And so you see Khadija enter that weird, like oddly seductive, like state
Mhm.
where she's almost very serpentine in her movements and comes very close to his face, almost like wipes over it with her hand, and then she just starts pulling
Got it.
nonstop, just pulling this energy from him
Mhm.
as he is feeling this emotion. She is eating it.
What do you pick for those that you choose? Do you heal one harm? Do you take one forward?
I'm gonna take well, that's the only thing. Can I take 2 forward? Because out of the 3 things, that's the only thing that I can really do.
I mean, you can
'Cause
you can learn a secret about your prey.
Yeah, actually, I'll do that. So I'll take 1 forward, and then I will learn a secret about him.
You take one forward. You learn a secret about your prey, and you don't have to feed for the rest of the day, which is already a thing that you already have.
Mhm.
You feel it all those emotions, and deep down you see, in the back corners of his brain, you hear a beeping. And you realize that he had a dead man's trigger installed in his heart in case. You all hear an eruption happen. A lot of things happen at once. An explosion happens from the front of the Woodland Apartments. Car alarms start going off. Front of buildings are destroyed. All of the threadbare men fall apart. And he's looking at you in the eyes, Khadija. And he slips away. Confused. Gone, but not for long. Big B yells out, "The tree! Fuck! No!" And he starts wolfing out a little bit.
I can't even tell him what I know.
I would call one of my.
I said,
lackeys
I
by
think
then.
when Vera saw Hana's people leave, her eyes have been on the business office phone.
Yeah.
It's the only thing she can look at that isn't making tears well up in her eyes right now. The only thing that she can look at is the phone. And for the past however long since it's
The
been
phone
since
starts
Excalibur has
ringing.
been.
The phone starts ringing. Vera, you go to pick it up. Hana?
I got it. I'm in my office.
tree?
Yes.
The tree's fine, Bigby.
Roll to persuade an NPC.
With +1.
That'll maybe be +2, but let's see if I need it. I can yeah, I'm gonna make it a full 10, and I'm gonna burn Khadija helping, and then I'm gonna burn one of my hold 3.
Got
So I have 2 left. One of them is gonna be to add a 1 to this roll.
Got
Because I feel like this is maybe a moment that we want to
Mhm.
get Big B Wolf under control. I rolled a 10.
A 10?
I a 10 total with all the bonuses.
You say that,
Oh wait.
and Bigby stops. And he looks
Oh, that'd be a
at
12.
Rumple.
Sorry, that'd be a 12 plus with all the bonuses. I forgot to add my heart.
Perfect.
So that's like,
Perfect.
yeah.
He looks at the body of Rumple, he looks at Vera, and he has sadness in his eyes. And he goes and he picks him up, his limp body, and he looks at the rest of you and he goes, "He's gotta come back."
We can make a spirit jar.
Don't have to do that.
I would like to let it out, please.
Okay. Full spirit.
And snap my fingers, and I turn into Rumpelstiltskin.
Okay.
And I say, "We have time."
Go ahead and roll.
Double 6.
Okay.
Oh, I thought it was a bad roll. I was so scared.
So are you telling me that Buffkin the flying monkey
is going to pretend to be Rumpelstiltskin until Rumpelstiltskin comes back.
You're my landlord.
Got it. That's an ability.
Whatever
you
it
have
takes.
Now. But
If possible.
Bigby starts dragging his body towards the back of the business office that you hadn't seen before, Khadija. What do you?
I don't care.
Okay.
I don't care about all
Okay.
that.
Let me go ahead and explain this.
Yeah.
He drags it and he looks at you all and he goes. Well, he looks at you three and he goes. I don't like what happened here. And he just goes to a cobblestone put together ring that's in the back of the business office that has a big gaping black hole in the center of it. It's called the Witching Well. And the thing about the Witching Well is the things that go down in the Witching Well do not come back. And he drops Rumpelstiltskin's body into the Witching Well. Khadija, you were saying?
Kind of look at Bigby and I go, you don't have to fucking like it, man. Didn't really ask. Mind if I use your phone? I got a call to make.
Don't you?
And for the record, this is not what I wanted either.
I think I was pretty clear that
I just wanted him to feel what we felt, you know?
Bigby looks at you, Khadija, and he says, I think you have an apartment that you can use.
Cool, thanks. So I'm gonna try to pick up the phone.
Okay. Who are you calling?
Crystallis Midos.
Okay. Picks up. Hello?
Hey!
It's fucking Otis. How's it hanging?
Yo, it's
Manhattan Deli?
Yeah,
Put it in order?
It's Khadija. Except
Oh!
don't worry about the name thing right now. I changed it, but it's fine.
Okay.
Yo, where's your uncle at?
He's have a business meeting in the back.
Tell him this is important.
Okay.
About the business that we have.
Okay.
Hello? Did you tell him?
Yeah. He said he's on his way.
All right. Why you gotta talk like that, man?
The phone is set down. You hear some footsteps to it. Mr. Midas says, yeah?
Hey, look, I want to be honest with you. Because I feel like we did start off on the wrong foot, but I gotta tell you something, and this could get me in a lot of trouble, but I'm trying to make it up to you.
This is Khadija Farouk, right?
Yes, sir.
You are working with the one Amin Beg, correct?
Yes, sir.
I was notified by Amin Beg that if there's any dealings to be had, they would be done directly through Amin Beg.
Listen, I understand that. If it wasn't important, I wouldn't be calling you.
Understood. Say your piece.
He's got some files on you, man.
He listens, and he says, I'm paying him.
Yeah, no. I was taking a look at them. They're in his apartment. It doesn't look good for you.
Is this all you're trying to tell me, Miss Farouk?
I'm just letting you know. Be really careful. Because it looks like it's a kill switch. I would know. I made one.
Is this all you wanted to say?
Yeah. Just again, look, I'm I'm sorry about everything. I really am trying to do better. I'll be honest. The reason why I did it in the first place was
Miss Farouk.
because, yes,
I am a
sir.
businessman.
Yeah,
I
You
follow
are.
the money. I make decisions. I keep people close to me that deserve to be close around me, who have not fucked me over.
Understand?
And Amin Beg pulled out his debt on Crystallos Midas for him to not do any dealings with Khadija Farouk. And
That's fine. Then I'm
he
going to
says
collect-
he says to
Oh.
you, please do not call me again, Miss Farouk, unless you are planning to order Baba Ganoush or Hero.
Hear me out. One last time. You don't have to do any business with me, because I don't want to do any business with you either. But have somebody check those files. Ask to see them. That's it. You won't hear from me again.
Have a good day, Miss Farouk. And the phone clicks. Maddie.
Up above is like, what?
Yes. I was outside when bombs went off.
You were outside by the back of the truck when you saw Hana teleport with the tree.
Mhm.
Then you reached out with your magic and you crushed the heart of Rumpelstiltskin. A few moments, you allow success. You did it. Smile on your face. What is on your mind right now?
Oh, god damn it. Okay, well, what's on my mind is what I would probably do is like send to Khadija before the call happens, I suppose.
Okay.
That I got him, essentially.
Mhm.
He should be collapsing any minute now.
It happens.
And then the next things that she would probably think of is to come back upstairs. It's like, so it's essentially like I got things to do, but that's about it.
You did that. And you thought about it to move back upstairs. And then you hear a beep behind you. And the truck explodes. And the whole world erupts. Maddie. You were at 2 harm, correct?
Yes. Hey, it is
You
what
are
it is.
going to be taking 5 harm.
Actually, I have a hold that states that Maddie will be taking no harm from this attack.
Could I also? Well, I appreciate that. Let me see something real quick.
If you have something you want to do, let me know. But I'm just saying, I got my girl covered.
I appreciate it. Hold on. I was going to let it out, deflect or redirect an oncoming blow before it strikes.
Okay.
Would I know that this is happening? Because if I don't, okay, then no. Okay, so then yes.
Vera's move says, best laid plans. Regardless of distance, while the plan is being carried out, you can dismiss all harm someone suffers from a single attack.
This
Oh,
is
shit.
one explosion.
That is fucking unreal.
An explosion goes off. Maddie, you go flying. Your skin is burnt. And you crash into a brick wall. All the air goes out of your lungs. And you stop. And you know that moment when somebody hits you in the chest really hard? And you had that... You feel like you're suffocating. And you rip open your shirt. And there is a Kevlar vest there that you had put on. And I'm going to say, before this whole plan had happened, there were vests provided by one Vera for each of you.
It was like 2 Kevlar vests I found, some chainmail, just like a leather jacket.
You are safe and healed. One of your 9 lives was taken.
Oh, that's great. Like it's like probably hear Khadijah's like, that hurt a lot. That's all I hear. That's all I
brevity.
hear.
Khadijah's like,
So
"What?
also
Hello?"
like connection, you know I was in danger and I almost died is the best way to
Yeah,
put it.
yeah. And it's like, so after I get that, and then I still make the phone call anyway.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, I mean, that happened during... Yeah.
Yeah.
Bigby looks at the rest of you after dropping Rumpelstiltskin's body. Khadijah, you hang up the phone, and he looks at each of you and he says, out.
I live here.
Out.
Ugh. I kind of just like storm out. I'm like, I don't
Do you
fucking
want
get
me
it.
Do you want to show me where it is?
Sword.
I don't think that would be a good idea right now.
Fine, I'll make a worse one, and I go to the 13th floor.
Got it.
I think I would go outside to make sure that Maddie's okay. That would be like the next plan.
You go outside to make sure Maddie's okay. For brevity's sake, where are y'all going? You see that Maddie is kind of hurt, but she's okay. She's not dead. Where are y'all going?
I'd probably take her up to the 13th floor to her.
To her
Apartment.
apartment. Buffkin, where are you going?
He walks outside, dressed as Rumpelstiltskin, and waits.
What are your intentions?
Infiltration.
Got it.
And looks around to make sure that there's no one like in the immediacy. Reaches into a pocket and grabs all of his trinkets, if you will. This gets me closer. It will be worth it.
And a long white car pulls up. And the door opens. And you step
He gets in?
inside. And you see Shanti at the other end of it. She goes, "What happened?"
First things first. Status report on everything.
You got it, boss. The car
And
pulls
he
away.
does this.
Hana, you have the tree. What do you do?
Yes. I guess I'm kind of waiting for Bigby to come collect it because I know he's gonna take it. Before it leaves my establishment, though, I do take a limb of the tree and a couple apples, pieces of bark.
Absolutely.
Just, you know,
Absolutely.
take a fee out of it.
Yeah. Vera.
'Cause I'm guessing I didn't make it in time to see a mean in my club.
No. By God, no. That was already done, taken care of. You do see 2 glasses on the bar.
I'll
Vera,
figure it out later.
So,
you go to the 13th floor. Are you going where I think you're going?
yeah, so you know where I'm fucking going.
You knock on the door, and wearing a sheer robe that has fluff at the wrists and down at
The
the
widow's
bottom
robe.
of it. The widow's robe, wearing the widow's robe.
I'm being targeted right now.
You see Morgana with her hair up in rollers and says, "Can I help you, love?" "Oh, you look dreadful."
Oh, you look incredible. Jesus Christ. And I think I just kiss her.
You kiss her, and she closes the door with her hands. Amin. You have a black bag pulled off of your head. You're in a room. Crooked pillars in it. It's wooden. There's a large stained glass window behind. Cracked. There's lights all around. You look around the room and you see Mary is sitting in a chair beside you. And you see Tweedledee and Tweedledum standing by the door. And you see Tiny Tim is sitting in a chair off to the side. And there is a very crooked desk. And you see a man wearing a black pinstripe suit with red stripes, sitting, leaning, one eye sagged down, his mouth drooped down with piercing green eyes, receding hairline, hair swept back. You said you wanted to speak to me.
Did?
Say your piece.
How else I could put this? I want the adversary dead. And you seem to be my best bet at getting that done. Because these fucks in Fabletown can't get out of their own goddamn way.
He grabs a pipe. Tiny Tim puts tobacco in it for him as he holds it out. Lights a match. And he puffs on it and he says, "You and I are going to have a very long conversation, Mr. Begg." And we cut. Maddie and Khadija. Khadija, you're helping Maddie up to the 13th floor. Grimble's radio is playing. Tom Waits' new coat of paint. And you see Flycatcher is fixing some light fixtures. And there's a gentleman sitting beside the stairs. He's very attractive. He has a crew cut black hair, but it's kind of curly in the back. Olive complexion, green eyes. He's wearing a tweed jacket with shoulder pads and a turtleneck, khaki pants and brown leather shoes. And he stands up when you two walk in. He goes, "Oh dear, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Are you okay?"
No.
I was waiting for an appointment, but there was a lot of noise. There was an explosion outside.
Who are you?
I was here. I'm trying to find a friend. You can call me Gawain. And that is where we are going to end our episode. Fables Once and Future.
What the fuck just happened?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I want to say thank you all for watching this finale with us. It's been a long series. It's been a very explosive and dramatic series.
Specifically this episode.
Specifically this episode. It's late, so we're going to go ahead and go and say our pieces. Everybody's going to say where you can find them and everything like that. But before that, I do want to say something. Thank you for those that have supported the show through tips, through Patreon subscriptions, through Twitch subscriptions, things of that nature. This is a property that's very near and dear to my heart. It's near and dear to a lot of people on this cast's heart as well. And this has been a very explosive series. You are not going to be seeing us for a while. But that doesn't mean that, it's the end of the road. If you would like to see a season 2 of Fables once in future, then please reach out to us. Let us know. The best way you can do that is by liking, commenting on all the episodes. Let us know your favorite parts, your favorite characters, people that you want to see show up in a potential season 2. Go ahead and tip that Pally's going to be up and running for a long time. That link, I'm going to have it on my link in bio page. I'm going to be sharing it periodically when I talk about the series, things of that nature. We're going to be trying to crowdsource a season 2 because I want these people to get paid. And they've all done a wonderful job, and this is a wild ending to a fucking season. And there's a lot of things that we left open for a potential season 2. So if you want to see it, go ahead and let us know. If you don't have to say anything. I don't need that negativity in my life.
Oh, this is golden.
I want to thank everybody in this cast. Starting with April, thank you for playing Hana. What a dynamite character that absolutely had people by the throats the entire series. Give or take. Yeah.
Literally and figuratively.
Jacob, thank you so much for portraying Buffkin. That is a very tall order to ask. That is a well-loved character in the canon, and I can't imagine anybody else playing him now. So thank you so much. Prince, holy hell. Kudos to you for sticking to your guns and playing your character right down to the end of the line. Especially this past episode. I was getting private messages from everybody of things that they want to do, and I had Prince in my private messages all the time being like, I need this to happen. I need this to trigger this. All this stuff like that. The Colin move, genius. And I hope I get to see what happens with Amin next season. Same thing with Buffkin. What a wild place to end up with Buffkin at.
What the fuck?
Hana. Damn. You got your rival now. You got your turf war, and it's worthy of Hana. We finally got a turf war that's worthy of Hana. That Klamushka stuff, that's low rent. Crooked Man, that's a whole nother animal. Rachel. Vera is a light and a warmth and a very, very lovely character. And it takes a lot of cojones and a lot of spirit and a lot of fucking courage to take a well-known character in canon of the Arthurian legend, not only gender bend them, but play them the way that you did, telling stories about survivor's guilt, PTSD, things of that nature. So thank you so much. Raven. I don't think you know little to anything about Fables. You know a little bit about The Wolf Among Us. But you came into this head on, ready to fucking go. You even did some TTRPG design. You made a couple of custom moves, and it really, really added to it. And so thank you so much. It was a pleasure and a privilege to be able to share the table with you. Ambrose. Medea, Sycorax, the evil witch, the evil queen, evil stepmother, whatever you want to call her. God damn. That little... There is, I think Brennan Lee Mulligan has called, like, Brian Murphy his plot hound, the person that, like, chase after it and keeps going for it. And even though there are things that you wanted to do and other things that you wanted Maddie to do and stuff like that, you stayed on that trail and you fucking did it. And you weren't afraid to get your fucking hands dirty.
Literally.
And it's literally got your hands dirty. You all played your characters perfectly. You all utilized your
Played your
moves.
characters perfectly, Wes.
You
Thank
played all
you.
your characters perfectly.
All of them. I love them all.
But this is special, and I'm never gonna forget a game like this, ever. Even if I retire or something like that, you know. Take a break, but you know.
We're not done with you yet.
I'm gonna drag you back to this fucking table, kicking and screaming. If
Too
I
much
have
fucking
to.
talent, bitch.
In the words of Jerry Maguire, it shouldn't be, but one of the best movies ever. Show me the money.
Show me yeah, that's
Yeah.
totally fair.
That's right. And I'm talking.
Hey,
I'm not talking
a
to them.
7-episode pilot.
I'm talking to y'all out there. Show us the money. Let us know that there's an audience for this. So yeah, go ahead. Y'all know the order. Go ahead and tell the people where you can find us so we can go ahead and go to bed. And I can get ready to get on a plane to Los Angeles. April.
Oh, that's me. We've only done this exact same order since we started, and I still don't know when I go. Hi, I'm April. I played Hana. Will I ever play her again? Probably not, unless you do something about it. So do more than I'm going to be willing to do, which is nothing. So you do. I don't know where I was going with that, and it failed miserably. Hi, I'm April. You can find me all over the internet as April Raygun. I played Hana. I'm just starting over. Just ignore everything I said at the beginning with I'm sleepy. Thank you for watching. Give us money so we can do this again. I have plans for Hana, and honestly, she's. I'm 2 away from another corruption move, so I need it.
Me and April talked a lot about Hana, and I can't wait to see, hopefully, what comes of that. Jacob.
What the fuck just happened? Anyway, this is not where I anticipated both going to be, but I have been Jacob Blick, King Jacob, on the interwebs as my continues to tell me to shut up, and I'm not going to. I have been Buffkin and Rebel Silicon for like 5 seconds. And Tuesdays, you can find me on Taldore Field of Wonder over on the Epitheater, channel that I co-founded, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, twitch.tv/the Epitheater. Wednesdays, same time, Duval's Gimme Journey. We're playing Final Fantasy IX right now. And God damn it, Vivi's the goddamn best. So come hang out while we play that for the next little bit. Thursdays, either you can find me on the Epitheater, Blood In, Blood Out, our Blades of the Dark campaign, or over on Waffles Maple Syrup. Playing Pathfinder 2E, Strength of a Thousand's actual play called Outcast and Outclass, which is really fun. And then Sundays, either Duval and Dragons, our Chrono Trigger 5e D&D campaign that I run, or Dragonlance, Dragons of Rebirth, that Maddie runs over on twitch.tv/so many games. Because we got stories to fucking tell, baby. Thanks for having me, myself, and I, and see you around the bend.
Prince.
Yeah, I want to say a whole bunch of things and words and stuff, but like just follow my Twitter for all of the things that are happening. I'm very tired. This game has been a roller coaster of shit. But thank you all for watching, and thank you all for playing with me. As always, I enjoy and adore playing with all of you, and I want to make sure this is recorded so people know that I said what I said. Y'all are dope, and I appreciate y'all. And Wes, thank you. Thank you for putting this together.
Of course. Rachel.
Hey, it's me, Miss Petty Dreadful. You can follow me on Twitter, find out what I'm doing there. Check out stuff I'm in on Table Goth on Twitch and YouTube. And Wes, all I have to say is, oh, it's not gonna read it. No you.
No you.
Thank you. Raven.
Hi, I'm Raven. You can find me all over the internet at Wreck-It Raven. You can find me on Thursdays on Cantrip Breakers, where I play an edgy character. I typecast myself. It's fine. Just come see us. It's at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard. Thanks for being on this journey with me, y'all. Like, thanks for letting me come in as like the Fables noob and like really bring a taste of my culture. It's not often that I'm able to do that. So this character specifically was very personal for me. And I'm not going to get emotional, even though I feel it. But y'all need to fucking like support this shit, because as a person of color, it is so hard to truly be yourself at a table sometimes. And so the way that y'all truly really let me dig through and work through some very dark themes with Khadija and do it in a way that was beautiful with storytelling elements from everyone, including you, Prince. Okay, you little shady bitch. So I love this table. I will say that all the fucking time. Please, please, please. I want a season 2. I know everyone here wants a season 2. Please support this. Please, 1,000,001 times support this. I will beg you. Just kidding. I know I might. We'll see how I feel. But follow me on the internet. I love y'all. That's it. Goodbye.
Sade.
You're gonna make me cry, motherfucker. Sorry.
Yeah, it's happening.
Hello, I'm Sade or Ambrose. She, they pronouns. You can find me anywhere as SS Ambrose. You're all amazing. Let's do this again. Thank you for Thank you for helping me play a character that was evil, but also kind when she wanted to be.
My name's Wes Franks. You can follow me on Twitter at ThirstTrapMoth. And you can follow Carrion Comfort Studios on Twitch, and you can subscribe to us on YouTube, where you can find all of our content there. If you would like to directly support this show, then do consider hitting up our Patreon. There are a number of tiers that you can take part in. If you also want to directly support the show, !Fables. It's going to be popping up in the chat box soon. I'll also have that link everywhere. That will go directly to these people at this table to help support them. And we will be talking about crowdfunding a season 2, potentially. If you want to see it, I ask you only to like each of these episodes if you like them, comment on them, because that's how engagement happens in the YouTube algorithm. Discuss, talk about it. Tell your friends. If you know a friend that likes The Wolf Among Us or Fables, show it to them. This show is very important on multiple reasons, multiple things. And I'm not going to dwell on it for too long, but Fables was the first graphic novel comic book series that I read that wasn't superheroes. It was just human stories. And it didn't stay that way, but for that first half, it was beautiful, and it was wonderful, and it was there for me when I really needed it. And the game series, Wolf Among Us, is one of my all-time favorites. And it was really important for me to showcase characters that we don't get to see a lot of, that are not Bigby Wolf or Snow White or Bluebeard or all those other fucks. Because, as you can tell here at this table, it was also very important to me. And I wanted to show that it's super doable to have a cast that is queer, that is people of color, that are talented as fuck. There's no excuse for you not to have this. Jacob.
I just want to say 2 quick things. One, publicly, I wanted to say that it does not get better than this, because that's how good this fucking table is. And 2, dear Telltale, follow that bitch.
Y'all trying your best. Keep up.
Exactly.
Yeah. Support these people. Follow the shit that they're in. Celebrate their successes. Support them when they're feeling down. Do that for others in your life. Don't be dickheads. Pay your artists. Support BIPOC people. Support the queer community.
Not AI.
Not AI. Stand up against transphobia, all those phobias, all those isms and shit like that. There's no excuse anymore. It's 2022. That goes for everything that you do in your personal life, your private life, and your professional life. And maybe we'll see each other again. But until now, this fairy tale is at a close. The end. Have a good night. Comfort comes soon.
I'm right, it does.